we haven't mentioned what will happen for some special conditions, such as if the page is a single.php or if the page is page.php or this sort of thing. So what will be the state under this particular condition? We haven't mentioned anything about them. This is the next thing that we need to take care of, and in this essence we will be making usage of some default WordPress function. So now we are going to make usage of if-else condition right over here, and we are mentioning that for the first case, if is home. Now is home is practically retrieving the home page of your blog site. So the condition, it is checking now that whether the page it is home page or it is something else. If it is home, then WordPress is going to call in this template right over here, which defines that from this template folder it is going to call in the content.php in the first place. If it is not, let's make this rectification right over here. So if it is not, then what is going to be in the second thing? It will be now checking for if it is a single page. If it is an individual post, then all it is going to do, it is going to call in the single.php. Now if we press Ctrl S, get back to our project, reload, I think there is a parse error again, so let's check what is happening here. There is an additional bracket close here, reload, and we can see that we are back into track. Now if we move into each individual post, now we can see that the full length display is being observed into our project. That means in this second case, WordPress is practically checking for whether the intended page it is home or not. In the first place, if it is home, then it is going to call in this individual file from this folder. This is the content.php. As we can see here, this file will be called whenever the home page of your blog site is retrieved. Else, if the retrieved page is a single post, then it is going to call in this individual file belonging to this individual folder of template. And still there is another thing that we need to take care of. We can see that for this individual posts, it is practically returning the full length display here, as we had said for this single.php, that it should return the full length display of the individual post. But if we now head back to each of these individual pages, this is the contact us page, and we can see that there's practically nothing inside. No page is practically displaying any kind of content right over here. We practically haven't defined what will be the condition under this individual case when the page is not a home or it is not a post. So this is what we need to take care of in the next case. All we are going to do, we are going to copy this entire thing, and here we are pasting it. In the next case, we are checking for whether it is a page or not. So if it is a page, then what it is exactly going to do, it will be calling some page.php instead of single.php. Now all these individual terms such as this content.php or single.php or page.php, so all of these individual names, those are practically assigned to WordPress. So that is why we will be using another file with the name of page.php inside our template folder. So this is what we are going to do next. We are creating a new file which is known as page.php. There it goes, and nothing inside. So we need to copy this single.php as we are about to use the full length display of these individual pages. So that is why we will be copying from single.php. Let's head back to page.php, paste everything inside, and for the time being we are removing this individual ahref link from here. There it goes. So for page, we are practically using the title and the content. Everything is very simple, no problem with it. So now if we press Ctrl S and get back to our project and reload, and now we can see that the full length display of all of these individual pages, those are practically being retrieved and being displayed into our project. So if we now head back to contact us, this is the contact us, and this is the full length display of our page. So everything is in place right over here. This is the front page or home page of our blog site, and we can see that this accepted condition is being executed. But if we now move into each of these individual posts, those are full length display right over here. In the next case, we can practically control each of these individual WordPress default excerpt length. That means, as we have mentioned earlier, that WordPress by default returns 55 words per post, we can practically manipulate the number of words under the except condition to be returned to the blog page. Now if we head back to this functions.php, in the next case we are limiting so here we will be creating a function which will be known as limit excerpt length. We will be creating our own defined function right over here, and the objective is to limit the excerpt length that we are using by default so far into our WordPress project. And here we are mentioning how many words we should return. For say it is 35 words right over here. In the next case, we need to define a definite moment when this individual function is about to take place into our project. So we will be using a hook right over here which is known as excerpt length along with the name of the function that we have created. Now we can see that we have put everything here. We are returning a total number of 35 words to our WordPress project, and we have defined the precise moment when this individual function, this limit excerpt length, it is about to be triggered into our WordPress project. So all we need to do, press Ctrl S, head back to our project, have a look over here, how many words are here. So there are 55 words by this far. Now if we just get back to our project and reload, we can see that the number of written words is now reduced for each individual WordPress posts being shown into the front page. And how many they are? There are a total number of 35 words per individual posts. Practically we have successfully used the defined custom function that we have created in this respect, and it is returning the exact same number of words for each individual posts, those we have assigned right over here. So this is how we can make usage of WordPress Excerpt. We can use the WordPress Excerpt to display truncated words, truncated posts into our front page, and we may make usage of the full length post into each individual post items if for this page.php we are about to use another tag version right over here. This is an h2 tag that we are making usage under just beneath this individual h1 tag. So for each individual pages there should be an h2 tag beneath the title and right above this content. If we now head back to our project and reload, we can see that the hello world is now being shown for each of these individual pages. But in case of this front page or the home page, as we haven't defined anything into this home page and it is checking for the template, if it is home, then it is going to return the content.php file into our page. So that is why no h2 tag is being observed right over here, but for other pages this phrase is being displayed. And similar thing goes for these posts. If we click into this post, we can see that there's practically no h2 tag right beneath this individual title over here. That means we have segregated the page structure, the post structure, the home page structure. So these are the functionalities those we had to learn in this tutorial. So in the next part of this tutorial, we will concentrate into a better important functionalities of WordPress, which is featured image. If you guys have liked this tutorial, then do not hesitate to hit that red subscribe button down below. Hope to see you guys in our next tutorial. Till then, bye.